Welcome to Everything Football and welcome to the Matchday 6 UCL Fantasy Tips Show. The last match day, the last group stage matches of the season of the Champions League campaign, and no more Champions League football until next February. Our focus will be turning to the World Cup. We'll have content for that as always. Not as always, it's the first time doing World Cup content in terms of fantasy. But yes, this is the second time playing it. So watch out for that. I'll be updating on the community tab. Let me know, will you be playing the World Cup fantasy as well? Because there will not be any Champions League fantasy for like 3 months, so you'll definitely miss fantasy football. But we are here to talk about match day 6. It's going to be a very interesting one. A lot of changes are expected, a lot of rotation, injuries are there. So as always, I will be going through my team selection at the moment, my captain picks, and also the match predictions at the end. So this is not my final team selection. I'll have the final team selection video tomorrow, but I just want to give you guys an idea of how my team is looking and what I'm thinking of doing. So first up is the team selection, and in terms of that, in goal I have Adan. I think he'll definitely stay in my team. I'm not going to change my goalkeeper. I'm guessing I'll only have one goalkeeper playing this week because my other goalkeeper is not a first choice, and Sporting have something to play for, so I have no doubt Adan starts. In terms of defense, Ronaldo, another one who has something to play for, so he definitely starts for Atletico Madrid. Not the best of fixtures away to Porto, but considering other players will be out, we have to sort out or put out the other fires before sorting out players like Ronaldo. But if you have like a wild card or a limitless chip, you don't have to stick with players like this. I already did that those videos, so the links are in the description. Davis, I really doubt he starts because Bayern Munich are already through, but hopefully he can get even 45 minutes. In a week like this, even 1 point could really help. Cancelo as well. I really doubt he starts in this one. So that's another fire to put out. In terms of midfield, Kvaratskhelia, I think he starts. He had a fantastic game over the weekend once again. Him and Osimhen up against Sassuolo, absolutely fantastic. I think it starts against Liverpool, and Liverpool's defense has not been looking good. They've literally conceded 2 goals to Leeds the other day. They've lost against Leeds and Nottingham Forest back to back. So I would expect Napoli to score at least 2 goals in that game. Kudus, again, Ajax are already out. They can't finish top or second, but they've already qualified for Europa League. So nothing really riding. Okay, there is, but only if Rangers beat them by 6 goals to nil, which is not possible. So I would expect Ajax to rotate a bit and Kudus to come in because Brobbey has been playing the last 3 games. So I'm hopefully starts there. Barella, I'm not sure. Literally, I had him last week. He didn't do anything. And then over the weekend for Inter Milan, he scored when I don't have him. Like, we don't play Serie A fantasy football, and then he scored. So that was a killer. But I really doubt he plays 90 minutes in that game. I think he will play a bit, but not the whole game. Musiala as well. That's another problem. Will he start really not buying a already clinched top spot? The only good thing is, not good thing for us fantasy football managers is Bayern Munich still have a lot of injuries. Even the other day, they had like 6 players on the bench only, and they're having to use the entire squad because they're still suffering with a couple of injuries here and there. The likes of Sané are out, so they're suffering with injuries, which means a lot of players have to be used, and the first team players are having to play games like this. So Musiala could play like 45 minutes in this one. And then up front, Erling Haaland, I think is definitely out. I think Guardiola said it yesterday. He said Haaland for Sevilla, we don't need him for that one. We will see for the next Premier League match. So I guess that just translates to he won't be there against Sevilla because they've already qualified. Mbappe, I think, starts, and Alvarez, I think, starts as well. He started against Leicester. I don't think he'll start in the next Premier League match, so I think he will be given this Champions League match. So in this starting lineup, I have Adan 1, Ronaldo, Kvaratskhelia, Kudus, Mbappe, Alvarez, and then maybe Barella, Musiala, maybe 7 players who will start. And then on the bench, I have Lunin, who will not start. Kostic, I think, starts, so that's 8 players. Guerrero, I'm not sure. They've already finished second as well. They can't go to first. They can't go to third. And even if he's fit by then, will he really play? I really doubt. And then Valverde is also a doubt as well. But Real Madrid have something to play for. So if Valverde is fit, I won't be surprised if he plays in that one because Real Madrid are not yet they've not yet clinched top spot. They do have an easier fixture against Celtic, so we have to wait and see. I'm going to make 2 transfers unless I hear like 2 or 3 of my other players are injured. Then I'll make 3 transfers. But I am thinking of AC Milan players. I am thinking of maybe another PSG player. I am thinking of the players Man City will bring on from the bench, the likes of Mahrez. He could play once again. He's damaged me a lot this season. I think I've had him like twice. He's not returned. But I could go that direction again. I have thought about players from Chelsea, the second team players, but kind of put a doubt in my mind about Chelsea and Liverpool after they lost their weekend games this weekend. So I'm like, should I really go that direction? But we have to wait and see. Tomorrow I'll have my final team selection. So make sure to check that out. But that is how my team is looking. That is the team selection. Hopefully get an idea of what I'm thinking of doing. Next up, let's go to the captain picks for this week. Again, very, very tricky. I would have preferred if we got team news of more interesting teams, no disrespect to these teams, but Leverkusen, Club Brugge, Porto, Atletico Madrid are the teams you're going to get the team news for before the deadline hits. And I don't expect too many people to have Atletico Madrid players, Leverkusen players, maybe a couple of Club Brugge players, but Leverkusen have to go for this game, so I think they will score. And then FC Porto, maybe their goalkeeper or something, I'm not sure. In terms of Liverpool, Napoli, I think it's going to be a high scoring game, so I don't think Salah is a bad option. Kvaratskhelia, I don't think is a bad option. Rangers, Ajax, I would prefer to avoid it because you're not getting their teams. I'm not sure how much they will rotate or if they will go strong just to try and get the job done in the first half. Bayern, Inter Milan, very, very tough to know who starts, so I would try to avoid it, and it could easily end 1-1 or something like that. Pilsen, Barcelona for sure, players who are coming on from the bench. I'm thinking of players like Rafinha because he came on against Valencia and assisted. I'm thinking a game like this, he might not be bad. Marseille, Tottenham, maybe a Tottenham defender, okay, or even Tavares if you prefer. And then Sporting, Frankfurt, I would try and avoid that game, and to be honest. Real Madrid, Celtic, Rodrigo, Vinicius, Shakhtar Leipzig, I think Mudryk is not bad, and Nkunku as well. Maccabi for Benfica players, Rafa Silva, Grimaldo as well, Copenhagen, Dortmund. Really tough to know who starts for Dortmund, but if the likes of Bellingham starts, they could be a very good option. But the problem is, unless that is confirmed, it's a massive risk to go for someone like Bellingham on the second day and then he doesn't start. Man City, Sevilla, maybe Mahrez or Sergio Gomez. AC Milan, Salzburg, Giroud, Leao as well, Theo Hernandez, Chelsea, Dinamo Zagreb. Tough to know who starts. Aubameyang didn't start the other day. Does he start in this one? Could be an option. Juventus, PSG, Messi, Mbappe as well. Neymar is suspended. So those are the captain picks for me. At the moment, I have it on Ronaldo, but it's definitely not going to be on Ronaldo. I've just put it on him because he plays on the first day, but probably won't be him. Now, I've thought about Kvaratskhelia on the first day. I've also thought about Kudus, but I've also thought about a player that I might bring on from that day, maybe a Barcelona player or a Tottenham player. I might captain them on that first day. And on the second day, I'm hoping I don't need it, but on the second day, I am thinking about any player that they bring on from AC Milan or Man City. So those are my captain picks. My team selection video will be out tomorrow, as I said, so make sure to check that out. Next up, let's go to the match predictions. Maybe they could help you in making a decision for match day 6. So here we go with the predictions. I'm expecting a high scoring match day because it's the final games. Other teams don't have anything to play for, so they'll just go for it and try and win. Other teams already qualified. Other teams need 5-6 goals to go through, so I'm expecting a very high scoring match day. So in terms of predictions, Leverkusen 2, Club Brugge 1. Last time Brugge won, but I'm going for a Leverkusen win here, which I think means they could get third. FC Porto, Atletico Madrid, I'm going to go for a 1-1 draw there. If those 2 games end like that, I think Leverkusen are the ones who are going to go through, and Atletico will finish bottom of that group. Marseille and Tottenham, I've gone for a 1-1 draw. I think that will be enough for Tottenham to go through. Sporting Frankfurt 2-1 to Sporting. They won 3-0 last time away in Germany. And then Pilsen, Barcelona. I think Pilsen will get a goal, the final goal, to cheer the fans up. And I'm going to go for Barcelona to get 3. Unfortunately, they lost 5-1 last time. Bayern Munich 2, Liverpool. Bayern Munich 2, Inter Milan 1. I'm going to go for Rangers 2, Ajax 2 in that one. Rangers need to win that game by like 5-0. I think it's too much for them. I think they'll get a couple, but Ajax will get a couple too. Liverpool, Napoli, I'm going to go for a high-scoring 3-3 draw there. I wouldn't even be surprised if Napoli won and finished with 18 points. They're absolutely on fire. And then on the second day, Shakhtar Leipzig, I've gone for 2-2. Real Madrid to beat Celtic 3-1 and clinch top spot. Maccabi Haifa 1, Benfica 3. Benfica to get a win there, but it won't matter because PSG will get a win as well. So PSG will finish top, and Benfica will finish second. So 3-1 to PSG. Copenhagen, Dortmund. I think Copenhagen will do the same as Pilsen, get a final goal for the group stage, but Dortmund will get 3. And then Man City 4, Sevilla 2. And then the final 2 games, AC Milan 3, Salzburg 2, and Chelsea 3, Dinamo Zagreb 1. Those are my match predictions for match day 6. I'm going to be a very, very interesting week. A lot to still be decided. Teams that have gone through, teams that still haven't gone through, teams that will finish first, second, third, fourth, all that still to be decided. If you want to take a look at the transfer tips for this match day, click on the video on the left side. And if you want to take a look at the best limitless team, click on the video on the right. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch up with you on the next one.